Hey everybody, Joe Sports with John. Today, continuing the NFL draft prospects, top 5 defensive backs in this draft. So today, going to start with Jeff Okudah. I think anything I've seen, he's the number one overall cornerback. I've very rarely seen anybody else rated higher than him. Maybe C.J. Henderson, but Okudah, I mean, he can do just about everything you ask. Got good size, good weight, 6'1", 200. So yeah, he fits the mold. Now where he's gonna go, man, corners in this draft are always hard. Like you don't see very many go in the top 10. You usually do see maybe like one or two, depending on just how talent level wise they are. But I think. I definitely think they're not going to go past the Jaguars at number 9, and there's a chance that they could go as high as Cardinals at 8. They could take somebody, and I think let me see here. If the Lions keep their pick at number 3, I mean I'm expecting them to pick a defensive lineman there, or maybe an offensive lineman, but if they just happen to like the cornerback enough, and they did trade Darius Slay. So, there's a lot of things going on with that Lions pick right now. A lot of people think they might trade out of it, which I'm kind of thinking that might happen too. But, we go past Giants, we go past the Eagles, Dolphins, Chargers, and I think we're looking at either Panthers, Cardinals, or Jaguars. I definitely don't think Okudah gets past the Jaguars. I think that could easily be a spot where they take a DB there, or even the Jets. Next guy, C.J. Henderson, kind of more of the same. Another guy that's 6'1", 202, so right there in line with Okudah. I think he's out of Florida, so also really good competition there. I don't think he was maybe quite as good as a tackler. He's got some other things where disengaging a little bit, handsy, but pretty good along with Okudah too. So another guy that I think is going to go in between like the 10th and the 20th pick area, somewhere in there. I think we'll see them get picked. And after that, I'm not sure if we're going to see 3 corners in the first round. I think maybe towards the 20 to 30 pick, we might have a guy like Fulton or Diggs. So Christian Fulton's my number 3. And this is where you start to get like some difference. I mean, Christian Fulton and Diggs. Fulton is 6 foot. Diggs is 6'2". So, but Fulton played at LSU. And I mean, LSU did pretty well against everything. The negatives on Fulton would be like he gets kind of lost in high ball throws that you can't track maybe in the lights and stuff like that, and his strength is a little bit questioned. And with this 3 through 5, you can kind of put where you like, and then Diggs, out of Alabama, and I think so many people have gotten so high on Alabama players, and and Diggs is another one where it's easy to do that with, and he made a lot of good plays. He has good height, 6'2", so he's probably the tallest DB in the top 10 of DBs. So he's got that going for him. And then I put in AJ Terrell because out of Clemson, and Clemson's been doing really good. They've been really coached really well lately, and so I think that Terrell's going to be a guy that's going to come in, and he might be best to have him like a second or third corner at first, learn the NFL game a little bit, but he's going to be able to quickly start if all goes well there. So I think corner's a pretty good class this year. I think we're going to, we may not see like 3 in the first round. That'd probably be the most I would see, but I think you're going to see a corner in just about every round. I think that class is pretty good. I think there's a lot of teams that were making some moves this year. I mean, Titans didn't re-sign Logan Ryan, and the Lions traded off their corner, and I think a couple more corners were out there in free agency. AJ Bouye, I think, was one that's still out there. So I mean, it's kind of like the quarterbacks, where it seems like it's a pretty deep class. So anyway, that's the top 5 cornerbacks for me. Don't forget to subscribe and make sure you like the videos, you guys, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.